I have a lot of things I want to get off my chest. Nobody can touch me.
The fuck?
You know what I'm gonna do about it? I'm gonna tweet my displeasure.
Jesus!
I'm gonna jump on social media and I'm gonna tweet about it until my fingers bleed.
Shut the hell up!
I might even send an Instagram or a Vine. And on that tweet, I am gonna threaten.
You say your time is now!
Holy fudging mustard! My life is being ruined by the internet.
Rock sets your calendar out of date.
That's right. If I don't get what I want, I'm gonna riot. And if that doesn't work, then by God, me and my friend Mark, we're gonna stop watching. That's right.
Hi!
No, keep it in. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Keep it in.
Hi.
This is the Smart Mark Report, the
Yeah.
official podcast of the Wrestling Amino community.
Mhm.
Episode 2.
Mhm.
Smart Mark Harder. Oh, hold on. L2J's typing.
Oh, wait, he is?
We might be able to do it with him. Okay. Oh. I'm still fucking out, dude. I'm sorry. Just tell everybody on the podcast and the people listening that I really wanted to be on, but I had to be out of this one. Blah, blah, blah. Personal stuff that I won't say on the podcast. So basically L2J can't be on today. Sorry.
But to
Sorry,
replace
listeners.
him,
Let's
we
just-
have former...
We have a very special guest
Yes.
in his place.
Yes.
You may know him as the ACE champion who stole my gimmick. Because, damn it, I was going to be The Rock, and then you switched the day
Oh my god, I
before.
remember that. We had the Titantron and everything already.
Yeah,
Oh, I feel so bad.
You son
so
of a bitch.
fuck you for that.
Well,
What? So, and then I just took your old character, because...
no one can mess with the Wood. The Wood is the greatest thing to ever happen
And then
in the
we
world.
should also add
You should
that
probably
Adam is my
probably
husband.
say his actual name too. We never did that. Adam Westwood.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's very
How's it going?
British.
And my husband slash... Wait 2 years until you're 18 slash...
so creepy.
Oh my.
Oh Lord. This is
Alright.
horrible.
So we're doing a Raw cap?
If you want to.
Yeah, let's do it. What day was Raw this week? Go back, look at my calendar. It was
It was Monday.
September 7th.
It was boring.
It really was.
Nothing special happened.
Let's see. I'm looking at the Bleacher Report right now to keep me up to date on or try and remember what happened. First thing that happened, Seth Rollins got his statue. That poor statue. Gotta get that statue. Looks like it's made of chocolate.
Chocolate? Chocolate! 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 Chocolate!
I didn't get the whole thing. It made no sense.
I know, he's like obsessed with having a statue.
I get the
It's
fact
a
he's
really
supposed to be
bad gimmick.
I get he's supposed to be self-obsessed, but I don't get why he'd be so obsessed with chasing a guy to get a statue back when he could just make a new one.
Yeah, that's true. And especially, you could, like, the statue, it looks just like it's made out of chocolate. Like, I want to eat it. And then you got Sting here. He's, like, holding the chocolate. And he's like, yo, I got your chocolate.
And he's like fingering it and everything, like just being
What?
like really creepy with it. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Sting, bro, you're like old enough to be
Yeah,
my
he
dad's
freaking
dad.
had the feather duster. That was retarded.
Hey.
I don't get why they took the Sting mask off. That made no sense. There was this big segment in the Ryback match after it where he put the mask on the statue, and it looked like they were going to keep it on to make him more annoyed, and then it was automatically just
This-
on. Right after the match with Ryback, where Sting's Titantron came on, and then Seth lost, 'cause he was distracted, which Ryback botched. Because they did the little, like, the crow thing. Crow thing went off, and there was just like a second or two wait before Ryback went for the pin. And Ryback just,
I don't remember. this at all.
Well, my TV cut off at that point, so I had to watch it on YouTube. But no,
I try
and
to
then
block all memories of Sting out of my mind. It's
Don't tell L2J likes Sting.
I
Vince
don't see
could
the
do
problem with
better.
him. I don't see the.
Why did they get Sting when they could have gotten like Goldberg?
Yeah, like Goldberg's been wanting to do something for a minute now. Book it, Vince.
Yeah, he was at like some indie event where he just came back and like
He randomly
speared,
appeared.
like yeah,
It's Scott Steiner,
He,
and
like-
that was it.
yeah.
Bloody vanished.
He speared Scott Steiner, just left, and then he was never seen again.
I'm not even the biggest fan of Goldberg. I don't think he's that special.
I like him.
No, I like him, but I don't think he's great. I think Roman Reigns is better than him.
Really?
I,
You like Roman Reigns?
I want to talk about this here. I like Roman Reigns.
Why?
Not as in the fact like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a shirt like I have with Kevin Owens. Talk about that later. It's the fact that he's entertaining to watch. Like, that match against Big Show at what's it called Extreme Rules. That was one of the best matches on the card against Big Show. Big Show. Right? It's like, yeah, he might not be the most like technically gifted person, but he's entertaining to watch, and that's what annoys me. Like, yeah, his mic skills aren't the best, but I like watching his matches. Not like I'd rather watch like a Kevin Steen match or Kevin Owens match, but it's not like I'm going to turn off the TV and have a Marty because he's on my screen.
Well, yeah.
Have a what now?
A Marty?
Like, get really angry. I think that's like British slang. I don't know.
British slang.
Stop mocking me.
I'm
We're
not
not
mocking
mocking
Mike.
you.
I
We're
dislike
just trying
this.
to understand.
Just because
your
I can't do an
lingo.
American accent. This is not fair.
You need just try like my accent of the Queen.
Just try.
That's
try.
that's pretty good.
Mm.
Okay, so anyways,
It's not bad
and
at
then,
all. I've heard way worse.
Was it this Monday that they told Nikki Bella that Charlotte was gonna get her match?
Yeah.
No, okay. So
Yeah.
that happened, and
Oh,
everybody's
hold
like,
on.
blowing up.
Let me find that Vince McMahon tweet for a second.
Also, there's the tag team title match this week coming up as well, which is just to get the Dudley Boys more over, which they already are.
Okay, yeah,
Here's-
here we go. This Vince McMahon tweet I see. Where is it? Queen Elizabeth sets the record for the longest reigning UK monarch. The Bellatron continues to count down.
What?
Thanks, Vince.
Yeah. I don't know why he tweeted that, but
Because he knows that the Bellas are gonna be AJ's reign. Well, Nikki is going to be AJ's reign. And
But
that's
are
gonna
they,
be
though?
the end of absolutely. And then that's gonna be the end of it, and everybody else that keeps saying that she doesn't deserve it is gonna sit down and have a seat.
Alright.
And yeah.
Can I say what's I think is gonna happen on
doesn't
Monday?
deserve it.
See, people say she doesn't deserve it, but then you can't deny she's one of the best divas on the roster. I hate that word, but I'm just gonna use it anyway. It's like she's one of the
She's
best
not.
in ring. In ring, who is better than her currently apart from Sasha Banks and Sasha Banks,
And
Paige
Naomi.
and Naomi I can kind of see, but then at the same time I don't think she's as technically gifted as Charlotte is. I'd rather watch a Charlotte match over a Naomi match, given the choice.
I
don't-
think Naomi is so underrated, and that's
I
something
agree
that I'm
with
gonna
that.
get into.
I like her
when
shoes.
I
like her shoe.
read. Anyways, when I read my Dear Vince letter, so stay tuned for that.
AKA Coco getting on the soapbox.
I'm not getting on the soapbox. I'm grabbing my microphone. I'm getting my black ass up on the stage, and I'm calling this man out. Because not only is he disrespectful for looking like the interior of my motherfucking car, he's disrespectful for taking my Naomi off of... You know what? I'm not going to get into it. So anyways, Nikki
She
Bella's
says
gonna keep
he
it.
looks like the interior of her car because he has leathery skin.
Yes, he does.
That is the worst.
He looks like my
Oh,
leather
wow.
seats.
He does.
He really does.
What were we talking about? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Who is more talented than Nikki Bella?
Naomi, Sasha
The
Banks, and
whole
Charlotte.
roster.
I think Paige is better in ring.
I think Paige is better, but I don't think
Paige
they're
is
using Paige.
overrated, and I know
I
I'm gonna
think
get
she's-
a whole bunch of hate for that.
Oh, same. I'm gonna get her teeth because I think she's the same too. I think if you're looking at characters overall, Sasha Banks has got the best.
Yeah.
You can't even argue with that. I know you're going to anyway, but I don't care.
Also, technically, Becky Lynch, I think, has been wrestling for longer than the Bella
Oh yeah,
Twins.
she's
Because she started when she was like
she lied
what,
to
like
Finn Balor.
14. Yeah, she lied to Finn
she was like-
Balor.
She was like, she went to his training gym and she was 16 and she said she was 17 just so she'd let him in.
Yeah.
But no, it was. I think what's going to happen is someone from Team Bad is going to interfere just so she breaks the record and then she'll lose it at Night of Champions. Just to piss off everyone.
Who's she gonna lose it to? Charlotte?
Probably, or it's going to be with someone from Team PCB. It won't be.
The submission sorority. I'm
Oh.
still calling them that. 'Cause I just-
I actually, that name was so good, but you've got to think, why didn't they check first?
Yeah.
Like, anything just to do with submissions would have worked.
Yeah, but why submission sorority?
I
Why
mean,
couldn't
I
they
don't
do
think
like?
they
Why
thought
couldn't
about
they do
it.
like submission sisters?
That's
Because
probably
that
a
sounds
thing
even
as well.
worse.
Let me.
No, I don't think it does.
Google
Sorority
this.
and sisters. Just
I'm gonna
Google
go into incognito mode because I've never shown up in my history.
just to make sure. But no, I think something's bound to happen in that match. I don't think Charlotte will win clean. I think Charlotte will win, but she won't win clean, and she won't win the title.
I agree.
Hold on. There is a blog called Submission Sisters, and let's see what it is. Oh, yep.
So besides us talking about porn,
Great way to start it off.
Great way to start the podcast.
So, how's your day? You know, how are you living? How did you enjoy NXT? And
I
speaking of
did
NXT,
watch NXT this week.
I am
I
starting
need to.
like Alexa Bliss, and I know Arch is going to be so happy about that. I love her so
See, I'm way behind on
much.
NXT.
All right. I was the kind of person that when she turned heel, I was like, this is gonna be so bad, and she's just gonna get even further like behind. But she is such a good heel. It's
She
unbelievable.
literally reminds me of the one girl in high school that was a bitch to me, and that's what I like about her, because she sells everything that she does. She's amazing in the ring. She's beautiful, number one, which is something, it's either hit or miss with some of these divas. She's talented, absolutely talented. I really like her.
I think that the main roster is so bad, like women's wise, compared to NXT. Even though Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky have all gone up, I say.
My
Because-
thing is, they're not going to use Sasha.
But have you
Or
heard
anybody.
have you heard what happened at the tapings last night?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you hear what happened at the NXT tapings last night?
The
Because-
Iron Woman match?
I think that's going to be insane.
See,
I think
you guys
they
are
wanna
spoiling
do-
NXT for me because I have not had time to watch it. I have not watched past
Well,
the
whose fault
takeover.
is that?
I have not watched past the takeover.
Have you seen Takeover?
I did see takeover, and
Okay.
it's good.
Well, firstly, what have you been doing for the last 2 weeks?
What have I stuff podcast?
Yeah.
It's taken you 2 weeks to film an hour-long podcast.
Well,
Hey,
it's
you know,
taken them 2
there's-
weeks to get everything together, and then when we tried to do it last
Oh,
time,
okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
It took like
It's-
5 times, yeah.
Yeah, you
Alright.
don't know. You don't know
I don't know the
me.
struggle. But you're missing out on Chad Gable, and he is the next.
Gable's great.
I
watched-
am in love with Chad Gable.
I liked him before, like I don't know. Like, when did you start liking Chad Gable?
The
Like,
first
I like
time-
him. Yeah, the first time he pulled out that
Basically.
freaking towel, it was the
Basically,
best.
what happened was they were showing when NXT first started and like Seth Rollins won the title. They were showing it on like Sky's TV. It's like main cable for you. But then, quite a bit into it, they just stopped. And then I didn't have the network until April this year. So then I had to catch up on like the last year and a half of NXT. So I didn't see all the bits where he was just jobbing to random people.
Yeah.
And then he just randomly appears with a towel saying his name on, and I'm like, I need this guy in my life.
Isn't he the best? He is the best.
If I can buy a towel that says Gable on it, I will literally just give up college and just pray to that towel for hours a day. That is how much I want one.
I want that towel.
He's just so good. Both of them are.
Yeah.
That really annoyed me at TakeOver.
Jason Jordan is...
Have you seen the highlights from the first matches? Have you seen anything from the last two?
I have not seen anything of the last two.
There was the NXT episode filmed at Brooklyn.
So, speaking of NXT, you guys remember that girl Jasmine?
No.
Okay, so there's an
I think I
NXT
do.
diva named Jasmine who posted several racist messages on her Twitter account.
Oh yeah, and she got fired, didn't she?
No. WWE released this statement yesterday, which, today, if you're listening to this further on in the future, today's September 11th. So, upon conducting a thorough investigation, it has been determined that Jasmine's Twitter account was used without her knowledge when she was 16 and 17 years old. Jasmine remains apologetic for any offensive remarks that were made, and she's not being disciplined.
See, that's not fair, because if you fired Seth Rollins' girlfriend, I can't pronounce her name, so I'm not going to try. You fired her for putting the swastika picture on her Instagram. But that's just that's like, you punish one person for it, but you're not punishing another.
I think
It's like
that
it's
there's
like-
no excuse for it, number one, but I also think that the fact that Seth Rollins' girlfriend got caught earlier this year sending nudes back and forth to Seth, that just added fuel to the fire. She was already on thin ice, and they're not going to take a risk with her, because she already fucked up her career.
Yeah,
So-
she'll never be hired. She'll never be hired anywhere, I don't
No,
think.
absolutely. Maybe TNA will take her. They're desperate.
TNA will take anyone. TNA will take me.
TNA would probably
I've
take
had
me
no
too.
training in my life, and they'd
Me
still let me
either.
go out.
I'm surprised
Should I-
TNA hasn't picked up Hulk Hogan yet.
I think they'll go. I don't know. I think they've got to think from a business standpoint. If they've done so much stupid shit, that they've got to think, if we go and sign Hulk Hogan now, after he's now a known racist, how can we condone this signing? And it's going to make us look worse.
By making him a heel. There
Then
you go.
what you
Just
gonna do?
make him have like a Zeb Coulter-esque gimmick.
Gonna make him just say the N-word on live TV every week. Well, not live, because they film it like 3 months in advance, but
Well, I don't want to say that can't happen
he might
because
have
Dixie Carter.
signed. He might have signed, but because they've filmed that far ahead, we don't know. He could have. He could be the TNA World Champion for all we know right now. He could have defeated EC3 for the first time, and now he's World Champion, and we don't know because it was that far ahead. That's what annoys me. They filmed months ahead. Like when they signed Hernandez. Hernandez was working at Lucha Underground, and then they sign him to TNA, not knowing he's there. So there was one night where he was on both shows at the same time, and then they had to release him and get rid of all the footage from the months before. It's like, why would you ruin? Why would you like constrict yourself to shooting that far ahead for no reason? I just hate TNA. I could go on for hours about this, so I'm just gonna shut up.
You know what? Do it. We have... How much time of the podcast do we have to fill? An hour?
An hour and 8 minutes, according to the last one.
Yeah, so, screw it. Let's just go TNA.
Well,
What's
before-
wrong with it?
Everything. It's like they gave PJ Black that King of the Mountain Championship, which still makes no sense to me. They brought it back, gave it to Jeff Jarrett, and then he just loses it within a day and gives it away. It's like, oh.
I know nothing
then-
about TNA, so...
Neither do I. I watch one highlight like a week on their YouTube channel because I'm that bored. It's like, it just makes me more bored.
Well, then don't watch it.
But it's just entertaining because it's that bad. Like, there was a show last week.
It's
where,
like a car wreck. No matter how
Right.
you want to look away, but you can't.
it's so bad, it's good, in a sense. Like, it's that bad you want to watch it because it's funny.
It's like the
Like-
Shockmaster.
Basically,
It's
whoa,
like-
that's a deep shot.
That it's basically if the Shockmaster was a metaphor for an entire business, it would be TNA. They started off strong, and then all of a sudden they just fell over.
It's like the thing that annoyed me was right in that night where PJ Black or slash Justin Gabriel won that title. There was 2 botches that finished both matches. There was that he did. He went to do like a 450 off a ladder, didn't go far enough, and knee pressed Bobby Lashley in the face.
I thought Justin Gabriel was a fictional character WWE made up. I didn't know who he
liked him.
was in the game.
Like, I liked him. The gimmick he has now on the Indies is the gimmick that they were going to give him to WWE, and then they didn't use it, and they copyrighted it. So he won the legal case and just took it onto the Indies, and it's doing really well. Same with Evan Bourne; he's doing really well now as well. It's like they've lost so many like good people just because they don't want to use them.
I knew Justin Gabriel as that guy that had that one match on Superstars against Brodus Clay.
I remember he won the tag titles with Heath Slater when Heath Slater was actually winning matches.
I don't remember this.
Those were the days. It was during the Nexus like height days. So it was when Barrett was in the WWE title matches, and Gabriel and Slater were in a match for the tag team titles and smashed someone. And then they just put John Cena in that storyline to bury everyone, which stresses too much.
Speaking of John Cena burying everyone,
Yay! My favorite topic.
Randy Orton is taking a break from the WWE.
I'm kind of happy and kind of not.
I don't know how to feel about that. They said he wanted a part-time contract, kind of like Shawn Michaels had from like 2008 to 2010.
But watching one match a year.
Yeah, pretty much part-time. So
Does Randy Orton think he's Shawn Michaels? Because he's not.
Randy Orton is like up there, but he's not Shawn Michaels.
I really disagree that he's up there.
Do you
I
not
think he
know
is,
what Randy
like, on-
Orton has
Really?
done?
He is like on like Batista's level.
Randy Orton
How
is
dare
literally-
you, sir?
That is abusive to Randy Orton. Literally, if you're looking at like the past 10 years, it's John Cena, then literally the tiniest bit underneath him is Randy Orton.
Exactly.
You can't deny that.
He's been at the top for years.
He won the world title at like 24, was it? 25?
You could say the same thing about Sheamus.
But who cares?
That's
Exactly.
Sheamus
Who
is a
cares?
jobber. Sheamus isn't
Sheamus-
popular.
When was the last time Orton won the title?
When was the last
Uh,
time Sheamus won the title?
2014. 2014 WrestleMania was the last time he held
Oh
it.
yeah, I
Then.
forgot about that.
Well, no, it wasn't. Wasn't it later than that? No, it was then. Because then they gave it back to Cena after Daniel Bryan got injured, didn't they?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just to lose to Brock Lesnar, which really pissed me off.
Who
I think
wasn't
I
there
dislike
on
Brock
Raw
Lesnar.
forever.
I think I dislike Brock Lesnar, which is the weirdest thing to say.
How can you say that?
Alright, literally, I was thinking about it. He shows up, kicks someone's ass, then leaves again for another 6 months. But
That's
then,
in his contract.
I get that's his contract, 'cause he doesn't want to do much time. And he gets so much more money for it than everyone else, even though he's not that good. Yes, he can go for like hours. He's one of like the most powerful men going in the WWE. He's got most stamina, he's everything. But it's the fact that he doesn't care about the company. He's only there because he couldn't fight in the UFC anymore because of his kidney transplant or whatever it was. And then his football career was really bad. That's the only reason he's there. Like, he doesn't want to be there.
How come
Like, he's
everybody knows so much more information about Brock Lesnar than I do? Like, I thought he just wanted to be there because why not? Like, he just shows up like, hey.
Well, I knew that he couldn't do he wanted to do UFC, but he couldn't anymore because of what was it?
I think it was a kidney. I'll Google it now. I'll Google it now.
All right. Ooh, my back. Ow, that hurt. Okay. But yeah, I know that's why it came back to WWE because his UFC career was over.
Oh,
And the money was really good. Apparently,
Well,
it was
yeah.
colon surgery,
Colon surgery?
something like that.
Ah.
It was. He underwent surgery to remove a 12-inch section of his colon.
Jesus Christ!
That's a whole foot.
Yep.
12 inches.
Do
That's
you
like,
know
I don't know how.
American
That's
conversions?
That's like, to put that in perspective, that's like a third of a meter.
A procedure deemed necessary to address his recurring.
Is it better?
I don't know that word. It was weird.
It's all good, you know. We don't know
Yeah,
sometimes.
a foot. That's 12
It's the
inch.
actual name.
Adam, that's 0.3 meters. So that's a
I
third
know how
of a
big it
meter.
is. We still measure ourselves in feet, you know.
Oh, I
dumb.
thought in England they didn't do that.
And I'm 6 foot.
Why? Why do they use that system in England? I thought
It makes no sense. We use meters and like kilometers for everything else, but height. Height's still foot.
Oh, that's weird.
So I'm 6 foot.
And do you use pounds to measure things, or
Yeah, it's pounds.
no?
Kilo.
Not money. Like,
Yeah, I know. I'm not dumb.
okay.
Well, we didn't say you were, buddy.
No,
that's
but
not-
I said it's pounds and kilos. And he went, yeah, not pounds, as in money. And I'm just like, I'm
Well,
giving
okay, you know what? American education system has failed us all. Okay, so you know we're
All right,
It's very
this is, a
Really
wrest-
slow.
this is a wrestling podcast, not a slamming America and UK podcast. Let's move on.
Shut
From
up,
Brock
Adam.
Lesnar. And
Ooh.
I'm just gonna not talk.
I love you. Don't do that.
Can I move on to something that I
Yes.
really want? If Kevin Owens gets buried by Ryback, I am going to cry.
I am too. That's bullshit.
Makes no sense. They gave it to Ryback because Daniel Bryan needed time off for his concussion or whatever it was to make the prestige of the title bigger, which hasn't happened because no one likes Ryback apart from 3-year-old kids.
Didn't he like do that thing with the Make-A-Wish kid where he let him hold his Intercontinental title while he wrestled a match?
Yeah, he did. He did that on Raw. So he went. It was against Seth Rollins, so he came and took it off him after the thing. But
One day, kid, you could be mediocre and steroided up just like me.
words of inspiration from Ryback. He probably
One
botched the
one
word.
day, little kid, you can be fucking dumb. I'm sorry.
One day you can be dumb as fuck.
I'm sorry.
That is so something you would say too. I'm sorry,
Right,
Ryback.
it's
You're
throwing
really
the big guy,
cool.
funny.
You know, feed me more.
He's
Yeah.
throwing the big guy sentence. If that's not in a sentence, he's not working. It's like, one day you can be the big guy and be stupid, and that's about it.
The big guy.
Every sentence involves the word stupid or big guy. It's like
The big
the
guy.
man-
Wake up, stupid.
It's
Right,
feeding
on
time.
Kevin
Wake
Owens.
up, stupid. It's the big guy.
I'm in love with Kevin Owens, and if they bury him again, I might lose all faith in this company.
I'm not
I don't
gonna
think
watch
they will.
TV anymore.
Triple H has a man crush on Kevin Owens.
Oh, I know. Triple H is the reason he's there.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even think Vince McMahon knew who he was because he's a knob.
That sounds like something Vince would. I don't know.
In other news, I bought my first wrestling shirt for 10 years this week.
Oh,
Big-
really?
Yay.
Big news. And it's a Kevin Owens shirt, so I'm expecting big things. If he gets a new shirt next week, I'm gonna cry.
Well, there was that one that he posted today.
But that's only for going to Montreal.
Oh,
It said on the website special T-shirt or something. But no, if he loses again on another pay-per-view to Ryback, and it's to Ryback of all people. It's like
They want
trying
to
to
bury
put it
him, and I don't like that.
it's just
I don't
Vince.
want to.
Kevin-
I think they're gonna give him the title. They gotta
Hopefully.
give Owens the title, right?
Fact is, if they
Right,
give Owens
guys?
the title,
Please.
they've got to wait. Right, if they give Owens the title, they've got to wait for Sami Zayn to return as well. They have I wrote this in
I
a
don't
blog
think-
on Wrestling
no,
Amino.
I think
Check
Owens-
me out with the plugs. It was I said it about the US title, but it worked for the IC as well. If you have Kevin Owens win the belt and he'll defend at Royal Rumble and go into the match, then all of a sudden out of nowhere you get Sami Zayn coming back, going after Kevin Owens, eliminating
It's
each
not
other.
scheduled to come back until like early
No.
2016, right?
That's
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
That's when the Royal
Royal
Rumble
Rumble
is.
time. Royal Rumble time.
Ah,
Sami Zayn, he'll try and get back early, and he'll be already in the gym now.
Or
And then you have the greatest WrestleMania match of all time, and we all cry and realize why we love wrestling.
we
So
can
what you're
have
telling
Daniel Bryan
me
return.
is Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble and faces
No,
Kevin
no,
Owens for the title.
No. Basically, this is a messed up theory. So, Sami Zayn comes in, they have like a massive fight, like just like fist fight kind of thing. And then Sami will hit like a blue thunder bomb and they'll go for a Helluva Kick and they'll be fine. And then all of a sudden you'll just get Big Show burying everyone, eliminate them both at the same time. Then when they're out of the ring, they'll still both be fighting each other and they'll just go into the back and have to split up. And then they'll set it up for Fastlane as a title match. Kevin Owens will like cheap his way out of it and cheat or whatever.
Because who cares about Fastlane?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think
didn't
they'll
even
have it
watch
next
Fastlane.
year.
I didn't watch
The ne-
Fastlane.
I was paying like £20 for a pay-per-view, which is like $40 for you.
We pay $60 for it, so that's
And
cheap.
it's
Yeah.
but your network's cheaper than mine. Your network's $9.99, like $9.99. Mine's £9.99, so mine works out to like $15.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Anyway, that's like so. Then you'll get a WrestleMania match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It won't be like a squash match like at NXT Takeovers. It'll be an actual match like we've all seen them have in like Ring of Honor and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla and stuff like that. And then I'll have faith in the company again because I'm great.
A boy can dream, right? Right.
The boyhood dream has come true.
It just makes sense. Like the story isn't ended yet.
Then
so
think about it. When has WWE ever made sense in the past few years?
that's a good point.
I want Daniel Bryan
Hold on,
to come
hold on.
back.
Let me think. Hold on. I think there might be an answer to this question.
And his name is John Cena!
Yes. No, technically, they did do something right. WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, that was good. Where Daniel Bryan won all the matches.
Arch is going to hate us now because he wanted Triple H to win and win the title still.
Why?
Because
Because
Arch
he's the
hates
goddamn game.
Arch hates everyone that people like. Even if
So true.
he's got a list of people he hates on his page. I'm going to check it now because it's that bad. Right. And he's like, the name's on the list. I'll find it now. Where is it?
Doesn't she like Fandango as like one
Right.
of her favorites?
His
Right, this is Archer's thing. Current most hated wrestlers: Sami Zayn, Hideo Itami, the Ford Villains, Ryboch, Roman Reigns, Dana Brooke, Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, Cameron, both Bellas, Sasha Banks.
What? Stop right, Cameron.
Oh my
Cameron.
god, it gets worse. It gets worse.
Didn't she get released?
I don't know.
No.
Both
I think
Bellas,
she got
Summer Rae,
fired.
AJ Styles, the Young Bucks, Brock Lesnar, Adam Cole, Dolph Ziggler again, Sting, and Blue Pants with special emojis next to their names because he hates them more.
How
You're
can you not
forgetting-
like Blue Pants?
You're forgetting on his favourite wrestlers list, he has Sarah Lee, Fandango, Josh the Yeti, as well as Big Show,
Wait, was Cameron in her favorites or least favorites?
Lee's favourites.
Oh, I thought that was in her favorites. It was like,
No, he hates.
are you?
He hates like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Ziggler, Twice, Lesnar, Adam Cole, Young Bucks, everyone. He hates everyone.
How can you hate the Young Bucks?
He's like the biggest heel of the world. And that is a problem to me.
Hmm.
But anyway, we're just talking about Arch, and if people don't have Wrestling Amino,
Oh
no,
yeah, go follow us all on Wrestling Amino. This is the official podcast of Wrestling Amino.
yeah.
remember
So
that.
if you're watching or listening to this,
I'll put all of our names in the description.
whoop, whoop.
He's Adam Westwood.
I'm
wait,
CM
Find him
Punk.
at Adam. You're
Just
CM
say.
Punk now.
Yeah.
If you can't find me as
I'm
Adam
so
Westwood, it'll
pickled.
probably be The Wood, which is the greatest gimmick of all time.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys see they want me to push Ian? I've been getting so many messages. I know Keezy.
Why?
They want me to push Ian Adams, and I'm like, I can't push him further than the championship, man. Like,
Oh,
I
thought you
can't.
meant Ian the Man.
No,
He doesn't
like,
even write promos, I don't think.
no.
Hashtag
If I
screw Ian.
push Ian any further, he may as well just be the fucking chairman. Like, I don't know what
He's
people want me to
basically-
do.
yeah.
Put him
you
above
know.
himself.
Like, I don't know what you people want from me.
He's John Cena.
All they want is me. They want me and John Cena, and that's it.
Don't you guys ever say John Cena. There will not be a John Cena in my league as long as I live.
All right, hold on. Let me go change my character real
I
quick.
forgot. Billy Geosis is CM Punk and not John Cena like he's an AWM. And I was like, oh.
Oh, he and I are fighting
Shock.
over CM Punk.
Shock.
That's why I was a troll.
I thought
and
I
changed my
thought you
name.
were Nikki Bella.
Oh, Nikki Bella all day, obvi, but I was just trolling Billy. And I actually made this match card. He'll see it by the time this gets uploaded, but
I've
I
seen
made
it.
this match card.
It's great.
And it has like
It's so
MLG, CM Punk, and then it has UFC legend Phil Brooks.
Did you-
Wait, it says CM Punk versus Phil Brooks.
Pretty
No,
much.
just
Well,
CM
no, it's.
Punk.
I have to show
CM
you.
Punk with like MLG glasses on. So it's just normal CM Punk MLG version.
I'll insert it in the podcast so people know what I'm
UFC
talking
legend
about.
CM Punk. CM Punk, Phil Brooks, I say.
Where
It's
is
great.
it?
It's
this
CM
accurate?
Punk taking on CM Punk.
Oh, I have it on my computer. I'm like, wait. Okay, so I'm gonna find it. No, it's hilarious. He's gonna be so mad. And that's the best part.
We all know that CM Punk will be the greatest UFC fighter who ever lived. What are your
UFC
opinions on
legend
that?
Phil
Do you
Brooks.
guys keep up with
I'm-
UFC at all?
I kind of do. Like, I'll watch
Say,
it if it's
I'll watch
on.
it when it's on, like for free.
So if I can find a stream or something of it, I'll watch it. Like, I'm not
He'll
the
be
kind of
back.
person that's gonna pay
Yeah,
like £30 for it.
yeah,
But
I
at
put
the
it
same
in
time,
the
I don't
chat.
mind watching it.
yeah. It's fun to watch for free.
I think CM Punk's gonna be I think he's gonna be a success.
I think
Really?
he is too. He's
Do
really
you?
good at wrestling.
He's- It's not even that.
He's
it's the-
good at wrestling.
He's
but
trained in
can
so
he-
many martial arts. That's the thing. He came
Is he?
into the WWE. Yeah, he's like, I swear he's a stupidly high belt in like Muay Thai and stuff like this. I'm gonna Google him now because that's what we do.
That's not what the documentary I watched on CM Punk said, but okay.
Well, I don't know.
His
I watched
name's not
that best-
CM Punk, just so
It's
you know.
Phil Brooks.
It's UFC legend
The
Phil
legend.
Brooks. So I
he's a
think
bit old,
UFC.
isn't he? He's
How-
already 30. He's already 36.
I mean, but Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy are like 38 and 37 or something like
Yeah,
that.
but you don't see them fighting
Pro-
in the UFC.
Yeah,
wrestling
but
is
they're
a lot.
risking their bardies. I was typing Hardy. Okay,
Bardies?
they're risking their
Bardies.
bodies.
That's how Jeff Hardy says bodies because he's that high.
Yeah,
I'm risking my
Birdies.
body, guys.
he's gotten a lot better since
Jeff Hardy?
I'm
Has
kinda-
he?
I'm-
Last I saw, he was like, what's drugged out of his mind?
No, he's
Full with him. Well, no. Apart from him now becoming assistant to EC3 and to TNA, which makes no sense. Like they just keep giving title matches to Thingy, to Matt Hardy for no reason. Like going back to CM Punk, apparently it says here he's trained in. He's a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
A white belt?
Apparently, don't know what that
What?
means.
Do you, that's the beginner
I'm
level.
guessing that's the beginning one. Yeah,
Yeah, white belt is the beginner
was-
level.
he's quite well known for Thingy, for Muay Thai. Well, at least he was in
See,
wrestling.
because I watched the
Obviously, if you look
CM
at
Punk
Brock Lesnar-
documentary, and it said that basically he learned how to wrestle in his backyard
Oh, I know it did. Yeah.
just by like.
If you look at his thing, it said if you look at his moveset, a lot of his moves were Muay Thai moves. So, but they just didn't hit. They didn't like connect properly, obviously, because it's wrestling. So if you just convert that to, what's it called? If you convert that to actually kicking them in the face, I'm guessing it's going to hurt quite a lot.
Hold on, I'm just googling this, and it says CM Punk's debut may be confirmed here. CM Punk's debut.
It's
When is it?
2016. They keep moving it back.
Yeah.
It's like I don't get why they do. I think they're just trying to make more hype for it.
I thought he was
Because they
supposed
know-
to debut in 2016. Like that's when I thought it was.
It's scheduled to be this year. It was scheduled to be like Christmas time this year.
Yeah.
and then it was changed to 2016 because of some weird reason. But I'm guessing
Said
it's
it'll be spring at the latest, and what I read a thing. He said it would be spring at the latest and like October at the earliest. So that's kind of like a 6-month period.
I hate Dana Brooke. Not Dana Brooke. Dana White.
Dana White,
Yeah.
Yeah. he's
I like what. If
he's a
anyone
piece of work.
If anyone saw this, he was Paul Heyman was on the Sam Roberts podcast, and he asked, and obviously because Paul Heyman watches quite a lot of UFC, especially when Brock was there, he asked him about him, and he said pretty much a direct quote was, because he said the F word with wrestling, and started taking the piss out of it. And Paul Heyman was like, why the fuck should any wrestling fan give a shit what he thinks, considering all they're trying to do is make hype for the company? He's not a wrestler, he's never been in the ring, why the fuck should he give a shit? Stuff like that.
Yeah, because he was like talking shit about WWE.
And then Seth
right?
Rollins called him out, and so did loads of people called him out. I think the Dudley Boys called him out, and so did Seth Rollins, and everyone did.
Because he doesn't know.
We've not really spoken about wrestling. Let's talk about Night of Champions. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Night of Champions. Predictions.
Yay!
I'm kind of really excited for.
Let's see.
It's
see.
kind of obvious what's happening on this Raw, because this week's Raw you're going to have, because it's the Tag Team Championship match, obviously, between New Day and Primetime Players. It's
So wait,
obviously
what exactly is the confirmed card so far?
That's
so
what I'm looking at. I know
so
it's-
far.
Find it.
Sting versus Seth Rollins for the title, WWE title. Cena versus Seth Rollins for the US title. It's pretty much confirmed that it's New Day versus Dudley Boys, so I can't see them putting two faces against each other for no reason.
Okay, this is the confirmed card. All we have is Seth Rollins versus Sting, Seth Rollins versus John Cena, and Dudley Boys versus probably New Day.
And Nikki Bella versus whoever.
Oh, yeah.
Did Nikki Bella versus the champion Charlotte for the title?
Nikki Bella
Yeah.
versus whoever.
Charlotte.
I was just saying that to get a reaction out of you. Because I
She,
knew
does, she doesn't want to say who it is.
Nikki Bella versus
AJ Lee out of nowhere. AJ Lee comes and puts the Black Widow out of the crowd.
AJ Lee comes in at a house show and wins the title.
Or
She hops the
She comes
barrier. Hops
comes
the
in.
barrier, puts her in a Black Widow. She taps
No.
and AJ Lee's the champ at a house
this is
show
it.
on Saturday.
she does the whole Sting in TNA where he has Sting. If no one knows what I'm about,
She's wearing an AJ Lee mask.
wearing an
and she
AJ
takes
Lee
off
mask of herself and she takes it off and she's.
to reveal it's AJ Lee.
They need to do that in the WWE at some point. It'll work so well.
That's not.
I think Naomi
no.
should win the title.
So what? So you're saying Naomi should have a Naomi mask?
Naomi
be
should just come in the ring and start whipping
Naomi.
everybody's ass because
I've got it.
she is so underrated and it irritates me because she's so talented and she's very charismatic, she's very athletic, she's beautiful, she has somewhat good mic skills, she could use some work. But she's such a good wrestler. And I
she
don't
got
understand
badass.
when Nikki really? When
I
Nikki
had to say that. I'm
won
sorry. I'm not being derogatory. I apologize. Carry on.
I didn't even hear what he said.
he said she had a big butt.
Oh yeah, the rear view.
All right. Can I just quickly say something?
What?
They had a scene on Total Divas where they pretty much just showed her ass. Like what the hell? Like what was going on? It was on WWE's YouTube channel. And all that
So
happened
anyways,
is-
like I was saying, I think Nikki Bella
Carry on, yeah.
when she
Yeah.
won the title initially, I was upset because I thought Naomi deserved it more. And when Paige got another number one contendership opportunity or whatever, I was upset again because Paige doesn't deserve it at all.
Who
She got
deserves it then
pushed.
besides Naomi?
Sasha Banks.
Well, yeah, she's.
Well, no. I think that's what they're doing. I think that's what they're going to try and do, is giving it to a face so Sasha Banks can win it, because they will never... For some reason, they've got this
they
idea in
won't
their head.
put Sasha Banks as a face.
If they
They've got
don't
this
give
idea in
Naomi
their
the
head.
title
They can't have
soon,
two heels face each other.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know why.
if
that
they
is.
don't push
It's-
her soon, she's gonna leave.
She's gonna leave.
Absolutely. She's gonna leave.
Oh, I don't.
She's so fucking underrated. You know what? Go to TNA. They'll throw a couple titles at you. Come back to the WWE.
Sasha Banks about her.
Maybe you can get a title and then just like leave. Like it's just it's
Can
not
we talk
even.
about
Leave.
You're
She
talking
Just
makes
leave.
money.
I mean, but so
Money's
does her
about- right.
husband.
If
so-
we're talking about Sasha Banks here, which I think we are.
No, we're
No,
talking
we're
about
talking about Naomi.
Oh, Naomi.
Yeah.
If not, see what WWE should do. Sell
She's
her.
making that Total
sell-
Divas cash.
Sell. No, she's not anymore. She's been cancelled from it, hasn't she?
And
Oh,
that's
really?
what we're going to be talking about in my Dear Vince letter.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yes.
I've just thought of the best way WWE can make so much money.
How?
Okay.
They put those LED moving shoes onto the onto the shop.
WWE shop.
£100, $100, whatever. I think they'd sell so much.
I would buy some.
$100?
I don't know. I'm just making an estimate.
$100 isn't bad for those shoes because I know hers. They probably cost a
They're
lot
good
more than that.
boots. You look at them and they're a decent pair.
Dude,
of
those
boots. And,
like light up Skechers are like $35.
Yeah, but you're forgetting their Skechers.
Yeah,
That's why they're $35.
Mm-hmm.
they're light up, bro.
Oh, sorry, bro. Do you want me to go to? Do you want me to
Yeah,
go to
hey, bro, don't be such a giggle dick, all right,
Right,
bro.
bro.
Anyways, any other thoughts, feelings, comments, concerns about Night of Champions where
Yes.
Seth Rollins is going to dominate completely?
Yes.
I
Yes.
hope so. I hope
All right.
Seth Rollins.
Let's just say our opinions. Pickle, what do you think? What do you think's going to happen? We've got Sting Rollins, Cena, Wyatt family versus Ambrains and Random Man.
Who is the random man?
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan?
Daniel Bryan.
I've just seen a link because
See, I think it'll
I typed
be.
in WWE on Google trying to go onto the actual website to get the roster up,
Mm-hmm.
and it came up with a link from something Kevin Owens said, and at the very bottom of the page it just said Daniel Bryan says he doesn't know when he's going to return still. So why would he's not going to come out and go, oh, I'm going to return next month at Night of Champions?
He's not going to say it.
See, I think it'll be
Shows up
someone
that if
like
you just
not
roll-
very good that'll join.
There was apparently there was that picture.
What'd you call them? Ambrains?
I call them Ambrains because
Yeah, that's a good name. I think it'll be someone like Bad News Barrett or
It better
something.
not be. Like,
No,
it
won't
It'll
better
be
not
like
Daniel
some
Bryan.
kind of cop
But
out.
apparently, there was a picture that according to some websites was put on WWE's website, but some websites say it wasn't, where the mystery man was a picture of Baron Corbin, and it said in the thing, Baron Corbin. So it's either someone's like really good editing.
I'm sure they
Or-
dropped it by
they
now.
just-
If
But at the
Baron
same
Corbin
time-
does though, that would be amazing.
They've got to turn Baron Corbin face again, which I don't think makes much sense. Like they turned him heel like 2 months ago. What's the point in turning him back?
I don't know.
But then again, you're forgetting the amount of times Big Show and Kane have had. So
Yeah, that's true.
well,
Big Show turns every how many seconds?
30.
before
Like what he'll do, like I'm just imagining. Maybe he has like some kind of like disorder or something.
Where he turns
Where
face and heel.
like for example, he'll give a homeless man $1 and then walk away and then come back and like super kick him.
That's called bipolar disorder.
Oh,
right, can I quickly just say something?
Go ahead.
Fuck, I've just forgot. Oh my lord.
Way
This
to
is
go.
good job.
Yes. It was something about someone being really bad.
Bad
Uh,
News Barrett.
Bad News Barrett.
No, I
King
like bad.
Barrett
I think
now.
it's good.
It's
It
King
really
Barrett.
annoys me what they've done with this character. He should have been world champion by now.
I agree.
Bad News Barrett. Was
See what I think they
great
should do?
Barrett.
This is the plan. This is how they make WWE millions.
Okay.
They sign Adam Westwood and they
Uh-huh,
make him the
uh-huh.
first world champion.
Millions
Millions everywhere.
Just
from this
of dollars.
podcast,
Millions of
getting-
dollars.
As soon as this goes live, I'm getting TNA
Yeah.
deals.
Let's get on the primetime players. What's your opinion on the primetime players?
I hate
Don't
them.
they have a match against the New Day?
Millions
hate
of
them.
dollars.
All I like is Titus O'Neil's normal theme song. I like them both as individuals.
You
But the
wanna
team-
talk? Shh.
That
Yeah,
song
what
is so.
you talking about?
That song is so good. I don't care
That is
anything
my
says.
jam.
Mm-hmm.
It's my cause entrance on 2K15. Shout
Really?
out.
Mine too.
Shout out. No, it doesn't make sense because both of them are actually good in the ring. No one rates Darren Young, and he's so good.
He's okay, yeah.
His finisher looks so good. By the way, I'm just saying that.
I don't think I've even seen his finisher.
It's basically
every Primetime Players match I watch is the same, where basically
Darren gets killed.
Darren Young is the Enzo Amore of the group,
which doesn't make any sense. If you watch like a match of his from when they split up on a like a main event or whatever, he's actually good. And so's Titus O'Neil was all right as well.
Yeah, Titus is good.
But no, basically his finisher is like a fireman's carry gutbuster, and it looks really like painful. And he did one to Xavier Woods on Raw, where he pulled him off the apron and did it then, and it looks so sick. Just thought I'd say that. Shout out to Darren Young, my homie.
Mr. No Days Off.
That gimmick made no sense.
That is, I think Kevin Owens is more of a.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, he just did another thing on Twitter today. He said he posted a thing. He has another 5 shows in a row.
How many weeks has he done 5 shows now?
This is the 3rd time. He's a workaholic.
The man is a joy.
He doesn't sleep.
He has many matches. He has like 5 matches a week. Yet all of them are superb.
Yeah. He's a beast. I don't know how he does it. He's like
Xavier
Woods. Xavier Woods does not sleep. I have figured that out. Because
he's I've got to say this now.
What?
Xavier Woods is so good in the ring, and they make him look like such a jobber, and it really stresses me out.
It's because he's the newest one there.
Dude, if you go to his TNA stuff, which obviously TNA...
Xavier Woods was in TNA?
His name was Consequences Creed, and I think it was Apollo Creed as well.
Wait, what? No, Apollo Creed is that guy from Rocky.
No, that's the thing. That's the reason. That was a gimmick of his on the Indies as well.
Consequences Creed. Okay.
It was both. If you look at...
he was in TNA.
Right, and he was really good. Like, in ring-wise, he was so good. Yeah, and he proved it on NXT as well. Yet they don't use him. Whenever they do use him, he'll be facing up against El Torito, who's just died and recently gone back to Tijuana. And
wait, what?
Didn't you see what happened on Raw?
No.
He got killed.
Oh yeah, Los Matadores turned to heel.
He's
one of the stupidest things I've ever seen.
If they come out wearing those fucking masks again, I'm going to go for a piss and not come back until that's off my screen. I genuinely despise them.
You know what I want to... This is the only way that would get them over. They take off those masks to reveal that they have a Bray Wyatt mask on.
Oh my god! What, just half the face?
I would be so angry.
The beard just falls down.
No, like they have like the goat mask or whatever.
I just thought of it even better. They have half a goat mask.
And half of the hair.
They've got like a fake beard shoved up there as well. So when they take off the little like crappy bullfighting mask, it reveals just a fake beard.
Now I'm just imagining it like Bray Wyatt coming out like Los Matadores. Like, remember when they first debuted, they were like serious, like bullfighters, and then they came out and they were all like funky. I'm just imagining that, like Bray Wyatt, like he comes out and then all of a sudden, like you hear. And the Wyatt family just like starts dancing.
Imagine if you see El Torito with a fake beard on and a sheep mask.
I know, exactly. That's what I was saying. I was thinking like, no, you just made me think of midget Bray Wyatt.
Oh my god.
That's probably
that is the best. I need someone to Photoshop midget Bray Wyatt.
I will make an edit later of El Torito wearing a sheep mask and a fake beard.
No, I'm looking at the
Let's move on. Let's move on to Coco's Lair because I want to hear about this.
Midget Bray Wyatt.
Yes, since we're coming to the end of the podcast, we're at 53 minutes.
Really?
It may be shorter if we edit. Well, if I edit.
I
want to say a few things, and I don't want to be interrupted during because it's going to sound weird.
Notes while you do this.
Enjoy.
And I don't want to offend anybody at home because it discusses something that should be discussed in schools, but it's not. And I'm probably going to get kicked off the podcast for this. I hope not, because I'm very adamant about changing things in the world and how the world runs. I have a couple things I want to get off my chest to quote the
Okay.
very beginning of the podcast. And it's a letter to Vince. You racist bastard. And bad decision maker. Naomi was replaced on Total Divas for the recent Tough Enough contestant Amanda, I believe her name is. Blonde girl, probably sucked Mrs. Dick to get in, because you know she didn't work for it. And it made me very upset because Naomi is a positive role model that not a lot of people have in the community or at all in the WWE. I love Nikki Bella, I love Brie, but they act like spoiled brats. And Nikki always has her tits out, which, I mean, I'm not complaining as a lesbian, but, I mean, come on. Kids watch it. I believe that Naomi was taken off of the television series for not only herself, but because she wasn't acting like Foxy was acting, and she wasn't acting how they want her to act. And that is the angry black woman or the angry ethnic woman who is beating the hell out of beating the hell out of everybody and being loud and just being disrespectful. And I mean, you look at Foxy and that's how she is. And they've kept her on the show now. So it really irritates me that she was replaced by Amanda, right? Right. I don't want to say that it is something about race, but if it looks like a pig, walks like a pig, it's a pig. I also wanted to say something about the Jasmine situation. Racism is racism. Whether it was posted on your Twitter account or not, you associated yourself with somebody who was racist. And to sit here and say something about any race, I don't know who raised you, honey. But if I would have ever done that, I am a biracial woman, my mom and dad would have beat the black off of me. Simple as that. You don't sit there and talk about shit you don't know anything about. And that goes out to Seth Rollins' girlfriend. Jews went through a lot, blacks went through a lot, gays went through a lot, and we're still going through a lot. So don't sit here and try to make it worse by posting racist shit when we're the ones putting money in your pockets. And, oh, I was watching WrestleMania 6 in 1990, and I saw Roddy Piper in half blackface. WWE,
Yeah, that
you are
that-
fucking up. That's
that
all I have
was-
to say.
I think there was a reason for that, and I don't remember what it was.
He was facing an
Piper
opponent that was
said-
black.
Is that seriously the reason? No,
Yeah.
I thought there was another one.
He was making
I thought
fun
it
of
was
his
like that.
opponent.
I thought
I'm gonna Google it. I'll
No,
Google
you know
it.
what it was? Now I remember. I think Piper said what it was that what it was supposed to be like Braveheart, like blue. It was supposed to be like Braveheart. It was supposed to be blue, but they fucked up.
Alright, can I just quickly say, if you type in why was Roddy Piper, the third thing that comes up was half black. Why was Roddy Piper half black?
WWE is known for racism, and as somebody who is a half African American, but I
Okay.
identify as black, it's not okay. It's something that hurts me because I've grown up watching WWE. I love wrestling. I write, breathe everything wrestling, and it hurts that Vince is so, number one, fucking stupid. A monkey could run that company better. And I mean, when Triple H becomes,
Well, he does do
CEO.
that gorilla walk.
Bruh, he looks like he shit himself. And he's just like walking around in it. It's sorry to dull the mood. It's just how I feel, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit about it, but I don't care. It's something that needs to be said, and half of you kids that are on Amino need to sit down and have a talk with your parents about race and gays and the WWE. And this is why a lot of parents don't let their kids watch WWE, because they know the shit that goes on. So that's all I have to say.
Oh, apparently he pretended to come out as Michael Jackson, and that's why he was half black, according to himself. Kind
Oh,
of,
really?
apparently. It says, I'll link it to the chat just so everyone else can read it.
I thought it was because it was supposed to be like Braveheart thing, but they effed it up.
Right.
There are children here. I can't say that.
There's the link for YouTube, but it basically says he was born in a place called Saskatoon where there was no black people. As in his words, they were too dumb to go to a place that cold. So there was no racism in him at all.
But he still did something racist, so...
No, it says here, at the time I was walking down the hall in some arena, probably the Hughes Dome. Vince McMahon says, "Hot, I need to speak to you." I walk into a room and you could cut the air with a knife. It was Bad News Brown, Pat Patterson and Vince McMahon. I said, "What's going on?" And he wanted me to wrestle Bad News Brown at WrestleMania 6. I'm looking at Bad News, who was a really good judo player and a so-so professional wrestler. And here's what's going through my mind. I'm looking at him going, I'm going to have 45 interviews about this guy. And I'm thinking Nelson Mandela at the time had said something that really stuck with me. Nelson Mandela was put in jail for 20-some years for political crimes. Every morning he was the first man when the guard came to extend his hand to the guard. What a hell of a man at the time. And he just goes on to talk about Cyndi Lauper and how he says, but I don't seem to remember. The thing that I didn't do so well was when I came down, I pretended to be Michael Jackson. I don't quite dance like Michael does, I guess.
So,
and then he just talked about
painting your face and...
it just makes no sense.
Because he did something racist, and I don't know why he isn't getting as much heat as Hulk Hogan did. So,
Because he's... you've got to think, I don't think it was all his idea.
That's
it was probably Vince.
Whereas Hulk Hogan came out of his own mouth and said, "I'm not letting you go out with this N, etc. I'm not going to say it all on here. Find it on the internet."
And this was what? How many years ago? Like 30?
It was 30.
The thing is, okay, so this was 30 years ago. What Hulk Hogan said was 8 years ago. Yep. No matter how much time has passed, no matter how much, words hurt. Words mean things. And when people say, you're a faggot, or, excuse my, I hate that word, or you're a homo, I'm like, yeah, I'm a homo. I like to sleep with the same sex. Is that a problem? Words mean things. And whether you notice it or not, it really does hurt other people's feelings. And, I mean, I don't mean to be, the mom of Amino, but, your parents aren't teaching you shit that you should fucking know. So, words mean things. That's the lesson of the day. Word of the day is burial and shovel.
Hashtag Sheila.
Hashtag Sheila. That is the hashtag for this episode. Sheila, her last match...
If I don't see a tweet at some point that involves my Twitter handle, at Adam Westwood 2M's, just shouting you out.
I think there was one more thing I wanted to talk about.
I'm not going to accept anything.
I don't remember what it was. Before we go, there was one thing I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what it was.
I have something I want to talk about.
Just go ahead. You know what? This podcast is going to go on forever. I don't care.
Why is
Rusev
being treated so bad by the company?
Why is who?
Rusev.
Why?
Rusev is one of the most entertaining men I've ever seen in my life.
He's great. He's
He threw a dead fish at Lana.
He's great.
He has a massive Bulgarian flag with his own face on.
I know.
He's
the best.
So much of a heel, he's more of a face. And they're turning him face, which I'm digging. Well, he should be so much further than...
he's so much of a heel that it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's becoming hilarious.
It's silly. He was undefeated for a year before he got buried by Cena. Made no sense at the time, still kind of doesn't. It does storyline-wise, but for him it didn't. And I'm thinking it's going to be another Vladimir Kozlov, in all honesty, apart from he's more talented than Kozlov.
Honestly, I kind of want to see Rusev have a tea party.
I kind of do. I kind of want Rusev to come out as JTG just so we can compare him versus Kozlov.
So what? You want Rusev to come out as JTG?
Have you seen that? Kozlov faced JTG in a match and came down, literally dressed in the exact same gear as JTG, stole JTG's phone and took a selfie mid-match.
I do not remember this at all.
I don't either.
I have got the gifs on my phone.
Will you send that to us? And I think we should end the podcast here unless Pickle can think of anything to say.
What haven't we talked about?
The New Day. We haven't talked about him at all.
Stardust is great. Hashtag 2015.
Save the tables.
Save the tables. New Day rocks. All
Save
day,
hold
day.
the tables.
We need a kazoo in here somewhere.
I
need to
have
buy
it in the
two.
boots. I need to buy a trombone and
I-
learn how to play it.
When he came out with a trombone, I wanted to cry. I was that happy.
When he came out with that trombone, I was like, all right, yep, they're my new favorite tag team.
What can't he do?
What can't he?
He can
there's
wrestle.
nothing.
He has PhD. He's a gamer. He can play the
He
trombone.
He can
dance.
do he can do everything.
He should be the president.
Shout
I'm
out
saying
to
that.
Xavier
Oh my God.
Woods.
No, Xavier.
Shout out to Up,
Xavier's
Up, Down,
president.
Down
Get send it.
Gaming.
I'm sending a tweet now. Hashtag
Tell
Xavier.
him I'm gonna marry him. I'm really gonna marry him one day.
I don't know if I should tweet that out, to be fair.
Woods for president.
No, but that just seems like it's a weird Amino joke.
Yeah, it kind of
Xavier.
does.
I
Xavier,
talk about wood too much on my page. This is a bit weird.
Yeah, you do. When am I gonna be on your Morningwood blogcast?
Right now.
Right now?
As soon
Well,
as this
I actually have to go to work and get my brother
Oh.
and go.
This is
do-
why you don't have a full-time job and you just work for Amino, doing nothing.
That's my other job.
Dang it.
I want to plug something in here. We're currently looking, as of right now, for another general manager. I have 2 advisors, which consist of Adam Westwood and Blissful Arch. I am looking for a GM, so anybody with personality, experience with leagues, please do contact me. You can just PM me with anything you want. Also, ACE Night of Champions is the 20th. So
I'm
look
booked
out
for
for that.
Right? You did book me, right?
Yes, there is a huge surprise that changes the course
The game.
of everything you thought was Amino.
I debut even though I'm champion. Banter. Illuminati confirmed. And that's how it ends.
Who are you facing, Adam?
I'm facing Ian
Ian.
Adams or Stardust. But I am
Ah.
the Wood, also known as The Rock.
Well, I mean,
Bro-
the whole thing
Bad
about it
pro-
is it's not pole-based, so you don't know if you're going to keep your title or not.
I'm telling you.
I
one is
know.
It's
I
the
know
Wood
who
is-
pole-based?
wins.
Wait, hold on. It's not
forgetting.
pole-based?
No,
You're
it's not
forgetting.
pole-based. Pay-per-views and title
oh.
matches aren't pole... Well, title
about my
matches aren't
match?
pole-based.
Maria, you're forgetting.
I'm on the
one-
pre-show, so.
If you're on the pre-show, then you have a pole.
Oh,
you're
really?
forgetting one
Yeah.
serious fact. This will be uploaded in the morning.
Whatever, I'm gonna win anyway. So.
The morning is when the Wood is at its hardest. This is why I win world. Banter. Let's end that there. Because I'm just going to go on some weird Wood innuendos.
He's got wood.
So I'm going to be
Not
on
what-
Adam Westwood's Morningwood blogcast. Look out for that. I am on Amino right now as CM Punk. Or Pank.
Hank.
Pang!
Hank.
You
Eminem
can
now.
follow me on
That's-
Twitter.
It sounds like you're asking a goat what's its favorite type of
Hank.
music. I like Hank.
Um, you can follow me on Twitter as of right now at Bows and Bitches. That's BOWSNBITCHES. And
Should have made it bows before hose.
that's actually probably gonna be my new Twitter name. So follow me on Twitter
Seriously?
at Bows Before Hose. And yeah. L2J will be on the next podcast, hopefully.
We hope.
We hope.
I'm gonna rip this.
Adam,
So-
Hey, well, Adam, if you want to be on the next one, I'll allow it.
absolutely.
Yes.
We loved
This is
having
a-
you on. You were
we love
entertaining.
having you're a pretty cool guy. You fit in here well.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're just collecting. We're just gonna make this like a world podcast. We have one person from everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to
Yes.
have that one guy who doesn't speak English.
We're gonna have some Japanese man.
So we're not gonna do that, but hopefully.
But you have one guy who speaks in very broken English. He's like, I like
I like the Roman Reign.
I like the Roman Reign.
It's just like the worst Russian accent. I like the Roman Reign, and that's it.
I like the Roman Reign. Rusev is good superstar.
They said Rusev is
He's a
God.
Bulgarian man.
I hate you both so much. So who should we have on the show next?
Arch wants to be on. Arch is a bag.
I want Sheila on.
Sheila said no.
Did she really?
Yeah. So maybe I want Solis or Solis Sola
Coming
on.
back after Champions.
Is this still part of the podcast?
Yes.
It is probably.
I want
Oh.
her on.
Because I've not finished with my book yet, so that's going to happen.
I want her on the podcast. I really do.
You know who we should have on the podcast?
What?
Apple.
Nope.
And that concludes the Smart Mark Report.
I love how Coco just shutting that down straight away.
Got it.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I love Apple, but no.
Make sure you follow me on Twitter.
No,
Adam Westwood.
Make sure you follow Adam Westwood
Oh,
with
Follow
2
me.
N's.
Hashtag
I'm a pickle bucket, save my life.
And that has been the Smart Mark Report.
2 M's.
2 M's.
2
Adam
M's.
Westwood, 2 M's. Get that trend.
Make sure
Okay.
it's 2 M's.
2 M's. 2 M's or Illuminati.
Just end it on
Are you
him saying
serious?
2 M's.
2 M's.
To the